And when I say information, I mean raw data. It can be PDFs or text files or YouTube links.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, as you said about the words, there's a lot of things that it's not obvious, of course, like the relevant. It's really hard because you need to explain what you mean with it and relevant to whom and what.
That's subjective.
Yes, yeah, it is. But that's really a hard topic. It's really hard to get it right. And what more I was thinking about was it was said relevant and you were going to learn, or it was going to adapt. And so you need to use some techniques, I guess. What techniques are you going to use?
Well, it's based on, we haven't decided exactly, but it's going to be based on what the user finds relevant.
Mm-hmm.
But we also have to consider some other things, like where the information was found on what site.
Yeah.
How the site is rated or related to other works or search terms. Yeah, there's a lot of things to consider.
Yeah, so you also know what you need to and how much you need to sort of present. Yeah. Yeah, as you see, even though the area may be very obvious to you, it's not obvious to the others. So you need to find a good level to present what you want to really say. And to find a level, as I said, it's easier when you're in a group. Some of you are, some of you are not. And when I talk about a group, I don't talk about two people writing together. I'm talking about like we meet in groups. So we have a different writing thesis that meet and discuss together. So anyway, so the choice of words and what you say, you need to define. And if you find a term that is really, really nice, you need to explain that. And often I say, if you find something you like and you think that this is good, make sure that it's commonly known by many. Because if it's only known by a few people, it might end up with somebody who was controversial in that area, in that what you have read. And if that is a controversial person, you may build your whole thesis or your whole work on somebody who is controversial. I don't say it's wrong, I just say that you should make sure what you are doing so you know for sure that this person may be totally different from the others. And what you then do is that you say that this is commonly known, but this had been a little bit different and it could work well for your project. And therefore you use it and you tell what you used from that person. It's okay as long as you explain it. There's a lot of explanation. There is differences between those parts. And you see that's the difference between thesis and report. And you are going to write something that is similar to a thesis than a report. And what is the difference between the report and a thesis? Well, a report can just start with one headings and the text. That's it. And you just report what you've done. Whereas thesis, you have an introduction that shows what methods you use. You're telling how you apply the methods. You tell what your result was. And you evaluate what you did. So each of you, whatever you have done, it must be evaluated by somebody. And what is so the scientific part here? The formal academic. Well, the scientific part is that you look at the theory, you write about the theory, you choose something from the theory, and you explain how you applied it, and you argue first why you chosen that part and why you did like you did. So it's argumenting about everything. So you can't just say, oh, we choose this method, and that's it. No, no. You have to say, we choose this method because it suits our project, because, and then you tell in what way it suited it. That's the academic part. And the foundation in academics is very, very important. Because if I say, oh, look at here, I can actually get the moon down here. I say, oh, yeah, right. And I haven't told how I did it. Well, then it will be useless work. But if I tell, okay, I can give you an image of the moon here, and therefore I put the moon down here, and I can show you all these parts. Therefore, it's valuable from now on. So you need to think about that. We can't just come up with an idea. We also need to show how, and we need to evaluate. So you can actually say that, yes, okay, what you say, yeah, okay, I can agree on it. So that's the academic part in it. And that's very, very important that you do that. And since we have this academic part, we also have to have a structure and content that follows it. So you have a background and you have methods for it. So you know how to create the thesis and get everything in. And that is what I'm going to talk about next hour. How tired are you? Do you want to take a break? Do you want to continue? Okay, and we continue. So I have a couple of slides first before coming to what's in the introduction. So, this is how we write. Everything you read should be written in this form. We call that the hourglass format. And that is coming from people who works with text and with language and understanding of language. And that is a method that have 3 parts. So you first introduce the area you're talking about, then you write in details what it is, and then you conclude it. And this you do for each and every part, for each paragraph, for each chapter, and for the whole thesis. Always the same. So now I will give you an example. You think about something you read from a newspaper. You have something short telling what it is. Then you read in detail what it was really about. And in the end, it says what the conclusion is. So this is how people write, because if you introduce something, you will understand what it is going to be written about. And then you can provide a lot of details without losing the reader, because the reader still knows what it is going to be about. And in the end, because you may have given a lot of details, the reader should be told what you wanted to say with this. And if you can do this with a paragraph, it will be really fast for people to read it. And if you're not used to this, maybe not even heard this before, have you? Have you heard about this before? Okay. So, but if you aren't used to this, I usually say, give details, write a conclusion, what you want to say, and then write a sentence, what it was about. Somebody sometimes use the title as the starting, but it's not good, because you always repeat the subtitle in the text, but you don't repeat it exactly as it says. It should be a sentence about it. So you always start what it is about. I will give you more examples later on, probably not today, but next week I will give you examples also, so you understand what I mean. Okay? But this is how you write material, always, wherever you go. And even on the website you should have this.
I have a question.
Yes?
On Wednesday,
Mm-hmm.
you're supposed to explain our abstract.
Yes.
Isn't that, the abstract, isn't that the part that tells you about
It is.
that?
Yeah. It
So
is.
a little bit
No, because it's a general about the area. You have details about what it is going on. You even tell what you're doing. And you tell the result of it, don't you?
In the abstract.
So we already defining the abstract first. Should that be the last one?
The thing is that if you start to think about the thesis and what you really want to write about, and you have an idea, but it's not really clear, if you start with an abstract, you start to think about the thesis. You are requested to do that, sort of. You have to think about it. And you need to start to think, okay, what do I really want to do here? What would I like to have as results? And it's only a tentative from the beginning. So it's something that will be adjusted. But it gives you a really good and clear idea what you want to do. So if you haven't done that already, I really suggest you to start there and see, okay, what do I want? And also we have a